Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use this audio or the one on the editing software I'm using, but might use this, so I'm going to go ahead and talk while I'm doing this. So for the Blasphemous sword build that I have, I haven't really changed my build up much. I was running a heavy Dex Faith build, as you see here, a 40 Dex, 33 Faith. Well, that's after the Godric rune buff as well, so keep that in mind. I am only level 90, not quite 100 yet. I think I might cap out at 99, just try to stay there under 100 to see if I can beat the game at that level. But anyways, everything's boosted by 5 from Godric's great rune. If you're going to run the Blasphemous sword, I would recommend having more faith than dex. I haven't respec yet because I've just been kind of playing with the build and I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to lean into it. I think I might actually respec to main the Blasphemous sword, because right now I'm maining heavy rapiers. They're really fun, especially for PvP. But anyways, the Blasphemous sword just wrecks in PvE. I haven't tried it in PvP. I really don't care much. PvP is just more for fun and dicking around for me. But so you want to have faith, obviously. The sword scales higher in faith. Once you get it upgraded more, it goes up to a C scaling. I only got it at 8 now, but so far the only thing that's went up from upgrading has been faith. It starts at D across the board and goes up to a C in faith. Once you hit I think it's like +7 or +8 where I'm at now. So I would suggest, if you're going to main this weapon, to go heavy into faith, and then have enough strength and dex to run it, and then do whatever else you want. But faith is going to be your big damage dealer for this build. As far as seals go, or talismans, got the Radagon seal. It's amazing. You can't pass this one up. I use Dragon Crest to kind of counteract the increased damage. You can really use anything you want in place of that. Increased spellcasting time or whatever, increases to your faith, other stats, health, however you want to do it. Pick your poison. This is just what I prefer. It seems like I get a little extra damage negation, which helps. Also have the Crimson Amber Medallion +1. It gives me an insane boost in HP. See, I'm at 870 now, and then when we put that on, I'm at 930. It's an extra 60 health that we didn't have, so that's huge. And then also, this is a must-have for the build, the lowered FP consumption by skills. It takes a good bit of FP, but not too much, but definitely a lot less with the FP consumption reduction. So you do want to have some mind as well, keep that in mind, in order to use your weapon ability as much as possible. But again, faith, important, strength to dex, do whatever you want with it. I'd recommend getting enough vigor to be at least survivable, and endurance to roll dodge, and to keep spamming that weapon arm, because it does take stamina as well whenever you're in combat. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for stats. As far as spells go, run whatever you'd like. Do whatever you want with your build. You're going to have high faith if you're running this build anyways, so you can kind of do whatever you want. I like the Frenzy Fire stuff, so that's why I'm running a lot of the Frenzy Fire spells. I'm just messing around with this. I'm really not even sure. Fire's Deadly Sin, there's a big controversy around that spell, but I haven't really found a practical use outside of the shield meta that's going on right now, but I'm trying to mess with it and find out. But I think Golden Vow is one that you're going to want to run with this, or really with any build that's faith regardless. Increases attack and defense for yourself and allies. That includes your spirits and summons. And it's a really good buff overall and lasts a good while, and it's just a good thing to pop before you go into a fight. Wondrous Physic, I have the boost fire attacks one, because you can pop it before a fight and really get that extra fire damage in with that weapon art, and then the bubble tier in order to prevent that first hit of damage you take. It's basically taking a free hit. Let's see, other than that, you got your Godric's Ass of War. Flax, you want to distribute them however much you want, but you want to have at least a good bit into FP because you're going to be using it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as gear goes, you can wear whatever in the heck you want. I like Hoslow stuff. If you're interested in Hoslow stuff, it's going to have to get it the same way you get the Blasphemous Blade, and while we're here, I might as well tell you how to get the Blasphemous Blade, right? I mean, that's probably the big question you're asking. Okay, so the way you get it is you're going to have to end up at Volcano Manor. One way to get there is through here at the ravine in Liurnia. So once you get down into the ravine in Liurnia, you make your way over here, and you'll find this this little hidden dungeon here, and this ends up taking you to here. Is it the temple, or I think it takes you to the temple. Well, anyways, that's one way to get there through the bottom. I'm not sure if you can make it to the actual manor until you get through, until you take the main path. I can't quite remember, but you want to get to the Volcano Manor. You want to do the dialogue there. Join the manor. I'm not sure if you don't. I've heard or seen that if you don't join the manor, there's ways for you to be able to fight Riker, the final boss. But I went ahead and joined the manor because they are awesome, and just, I mean, why wouldn't you join them? They're amazing. So you join them, do their quest line. They're going to send you all around the kingdom to fight different NPCs and invasions. It's basically an invasion tutorial, and then you're eventually going to end up here in the ancient Snow Valley ruins up in the Frost Mountains. And that's where your last quest is going to be before you come back to the academy, and you fight Lord Riker, who is the man who wields the Sword of Blasphemy, and that's where you're going to get your Sword of Blasphemy. And that's really all you're going to need for the build is the sword. So make sure you progress to the Volcano Manor, do the quests. It's not that hard, you know. I think the big thing you're going to need is getting the lift, the Grand Lift of Dectus unlocked. If the method from here doesn't work, because I think this takes this going through here, the sneaky way, I think it takes you to another part of Volcano Manor, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute since I've done it. But yeah, just do those quests. Kill Riker, the Lord of Blasphemy. Go turn his soul in, get your Sword of Blasphemy, and make sure you spec high in the dex, or I mean in the faith, sorry. And you know, from there you're pretty much set. It's a really easy to build to do, and L2 is your best friend. I'm gonna leave with some clips of what this thing can do to some heavier enemies. I also have another clip already on my channel of me killing a boss with it, so go check that out. And if you like the video and think it's helpful, please you know, share it, tell your buddies, comment, subscribe, like. Appreciate you stopping by. I hope it helps. Enjoy.